episode 20 of Ask the Knight, and it's the Duran special. Question 1, or Duran 1. What did you think of the Stargate series like SG-1, Atlantis, and Universe? And should they go back to a new series on where they cover the race called the Ancients? I never really watched enough of Stargate to have a valid opinion, but the little I did see of it looked like a good series, very thought-provoking. Question 2. If you had to choose an old TV series from the 80s, like a cartoon, action, or drama to watch again that you haven't watched in years, which one would it be? Good question. I'd probably watch either Transformers G1, because it was a nice little series, The Incredible Hulk 1982, this one started more or less after the 1970s live action series was cancelled. Darn shame, might I add. One series I would like to have seen be turned into a live action TV series is Back to the Future, because that would have been intriguing, to say the least. I managed to do it with Terminator, but short answer, yeah, I'd probably watch Transformers again. You know, it's a good series. That and Valley of the Dinosaurs. That might have been late 70s, early 80s, I'm not sure. Comment section below, you give me the answer to that one. And question 3 from Gerard. What countries would you like to visit on your next overseas trip? Probably either Japan or Australia, purely because I find those countries interesting. And I mean this in a good way, you know. Different cultures, different ways of life, very different ways of thinking. And I say this in a good way. It's always, good to learn how other countries, work and be productive. Things like that intrigue me. Love to go to Japan, purely because, well, not just because I love anime, but I just find that country interesting. I'd like to know more about it. And considering last year was the first time I ever left the UK in 12 years. Little backstory. My father, love him to bits, as most sons do with their parents. Love him to bits, but he has this thing with going to certain countries repeatedly, and after a while, if you're someone like me, it begins to wear thin a little. So when the opportunity came round to stay at home and let them go abroad, I stayed home, because I got nothing against other countries in particular. It's just that when your parent takes you to the same places all the time, it starts to get old. And ever since I was something like 5 to 8 years old, always wanted to go to America. And when I got that opportunity last year to go to Knight Rider Reunion for the 30th anniversary, it knocked down 2 birds with 1 stone. I got to go to an American Knight Rider convention, which was awesome, by the way. Nick, buddy, love you for it. Thank you so much. That was an awesome event. And I got to go to America as well. This was something I've been waiting for my whole life. The food, oh my goodness. So bad, but so good. So bad in, not good for you. But, so delicious. The people there, I find, particularly in Los Angeles, I found Los Angelinos, if that's the right terminology or pronunciation, comment section below to correct me. They were so welcoming and inviting and so laid back, and this is not a knock on British women, but I found American women to be much more welcoming and approachable, because they're like, hey, how you doing? What are you doing today? Can I help you with that? And I just found them to be a little bit more warm, a little bit more, it's like, hey, you're cool. I like that. Little things like that. Whereas I find with some British women, not all, some, you've practically got to over-impress them just to get them to notice you. I'm not looking to narc, I'm just calling it like I see it, and if I'm not alone, hey, comment section below. But yeah, Australia and Japan. And until episode 21, Facebook, Twitter, comment section. Class dismissed.